We're back.
We are. And today we'd like to talk to you about RSJ.
Go ahead.
Not about building.
No, you've obviously decided the path we're going down, so crack on. No? All right.
I know nothing
So
about
she knows
RSJs.
nothing about roof support joists.
No. Other than what we're having today is not a roof support joist. I can absolutely categorically tell you that.
So a roof support joist is something you would put in, for example, over the top of a door or window. Usually quite large, usually quite concretey. Or they could come in a jar, done by the Chilli Mafia. They're going to make you a RSJ you cannot refuse.
Yeah. I probably imagine you'd need a few of those jars to kind of...
I don't know, you could line them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they'd be strong enough. They'd be fine. Who needs building regulations?
Absolutely.
So, RSJ, red sweet jalapeno. I know, easy for me to say. Or not. So, this is a jalapeno jam.
Yes.
Apparently it's fragrant.
Like me.
We'll judge that in a minute. Made with red jalapenos, so ripe jalapenos rather than the greenies.
Yeah. 60%.
Which is nice because you get a different flavour.
You do.
And it contains red jalapenos, 60%, which is about that much of the jar. Sugar, garlic, vinegar, salt, spices, and corn flour.
So proper kind of what you'd expect, sort of jammy ingredients, high in your fruit content, high in your sugar on your ingredients.
Medium to hot on the heat-o-meter. So, now we know that Mr. Vicky's, Adam Marks, also of the Chilli Mafia, we know that he's usually generally pretty accurate with his heat scales. And we also know that the chilies in this come from Mr. Devon Chilli Man. So,
You're assured of good chilies.
yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
I am.
So, it's fighting back. Right.
Oh, look at that. That colour.
Oh, check it out.
That is a beautiful ruby red colour, isn't it?
Smell that.
Oh god, it's almost like that smell of candied jalapenos. But there's a real freshness, and I'm interested because it says spices, and I don't know what the spices are going to be with this.
Well, Mr. Vicky's stuff tends to have an Indian theme.
Yeah, it's kind of sort of fusion type stuff, isn't it? Oh my goodness, that looks amazing.
I'm going to have to show people this.
Look at that.
So, this is the scoop. Check that out. Oh, look at that. It's like a mildly set jam.
Oh.
You know, it's not what you would call loose, but it's not what you would call like a jelly.
Yeah, it's called probably one that I'll drip everywhere.
So just hold it over the jar.
I will do. Oh my goodness, look.
You know. So let's get it down, yeah. See what it's like. That's interesting.
It is. Because straight away you get sweet. I get the heat kind of is all edge of the tongue, but it's kind of working backwards. There's a real fruitiness in there. I'm getting the garlic. That kind of that's really starting to come through now. It's not garlic forward by any stretch of the imagination, but it's there kind of in the background. And though it's sweet, it's actually a little more savoury than I expected.
Now, what's interesting about this is on the jar it says it could be a great alternative to ketchup.
On chips, that would be
It
nice.
goes well with savoury foods, especially good on the fish finger sandwich.
I may have to test this theory, but I can see that, because it is sort of fruity and savoury, but it's sweet and sticky.
See, I think this is quite flexible. I think you could use this as a dip for poppadoms.
Oh yeah.
You know, a little bit on a keema naan, something like that, just to bring it up.
Yep.
But I can also see that working on spring rolls.
Yep.
Oh, I forget what the Korean buns. You know, the steamed Korean buns.
Steamed buns where you have the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the fried chicken.
I forget what they're called, but then.
Yep. It's actually quite similar to, in a way, to the consistency of the sauce that you get with those, isn't it? Or that we've had when we've tried them.
I could see that working. Cheese ball.
Yep.
I could see that being a glaze on a bit of pork.
Be an amazing glaze. And again, I think if it was saying salads or in a stir fry, I think, yeah, you know, you could use that as a sort of a salad dressing, in sort of thinned down maybe a little bit with
But that's not.
balsamic.
See, a lot of Mr. Vicky's stuff is very Indian spiced.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. In fact, for us, it's a bloody good thing because we love Indian food. But
This is quite subtle.
it can make it a little bit limiting on what you can use it for. So if you've got something that's heavily cumin and coriander and fenugreek spiced, it kind of lends itself naturally to a particular type of food.
Yeah.
This is a crossover product. This will do Asian.
Yeah.
This will do South Asian. You know, Indian.
Fish
I
finger
could see
sandwiches.
this on, like he says, fish finger sarnie. I could see that as a glaze for a roast meat.
Oh, and a gammon.
Yeah, you imagine that on a barbecue, like a kebab on a barbecue.
Oh, just even like chicken drumsticks and things like that on the barbecue with just that sweetness and the heat, and
Just caramelising up. Oh, man.
very versatile. But yeah, the spicing is there, but it's subtle.
Yeah. It's not so much that it's going to dictate the type of food you can eat with it. This is, I mean, you wouldn't, for example, well, most normal people wouldn't have a ploughman's pickle and fish finger sandwich. It's just not a,
No.
it's not a thing. You know, the ploughman's pickle, cheese.
Yeah.
Or cold meats. That, I think, is probably as general purpose as something like vinegar, ketchup.
Yeah, and I think ketchup is
You know.
actually, you know, it's, though it's not ketchup-y, it can be used in the same way. So where would you put
Amazing.
it on your heat rating?
3 maybe.
Yeah, it's
It's got a
it's
bit of heat.
warm. Yeah, and I think there's some seeds in there as well, isn't there? So that gives it, you know, there's a little bit more heat that kind of comes through from it, and it's another builder
Yeah, I think the more you have, the warmer it will get.
with that, but really good.
I mean, put it this way: if you're okay with jalapeno poppers,
Oh, you'll be laughing.
you'll be
around.
fine with this. You know, this is not a chili challenge product. This is a try it on everything you cook product.
Yeah. do you know what? Actually, if you made your own jalapeno poppers and you put it inside with the cream cheese, that would be immense.
We're impressed, Adam.
Me like it.
Very. Get yourself over to mrvickies.co.uk. Set yourself a little bit of time aside because you'll need it to go through all the products on there. But yeah, red sweet jalapeno. Definitely one you need to try. Absolutely. I mean, well, I think it's probably the most flexible thing I've tasted so far doing this.
Yep.
Really, really impressed. So, it's enough from us.
It is.
Thank you ever so much for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Take care.